Well, thank you. I'd like to thank Chairman Brandon Creighton for inviting me here today. My name is Dr. Ben Carson. I'm here to testify on the importance of Senate Bill 17 and the Texas legislators'
We
effort,
might need your microphone a little
Oh.
closer there.
effort to restore a system of open debate, academic freedom, and reward based on merit to Texas's university system. When the far left realized they couldn't get the DEI agenda done through the ballot box, they instead turned to the existing institutions to remake our society. As we have seen, colleges and universities continue to weaponize DEI initiatives by empowering bloated webs of bureaucracy to reshape entire institutions to comply with the DEI agenda. This ubiquitous DEI virus has a chilling effect on free speech and open inquiry. We all know the power of even the mere accusation of racism that it can have on a person's reputation and livelihood in today's society, even if the accusation is completely inaccurate and mischaracterizes the person's true intentions. Colleges and universities are supposed to be the place where debate and academic inquiry can thrive. But when we see things like requirements for DEI statements from faculty, mandatory diversity trainings, the rejection of colorblind standardized testing as a valid measure due to inequity, and top schools pulling out of national ranking systems, we know that the truth has taken on a secondary role to DEI. Many of you know me from my time in medicine. While I was serving as a pediatric neurosurgeon and director of pediatric neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins, I came to realize something. Nobody on the operating table cared whether the individual performing surgery on their open brain was black, white, or any other color of the rainbow. All they cared about was whether this was the best person for the job. When you're in surgery, it's not about who checks off the most boxes. It's about who can get the job done in the most effective manner possible. The point is, putting aside merit and instead emphasizing qualities like race, sex, religion, and all the others we hear about endlessly today can very well cost people their lives when it comes to the medical field, and it will harm the progress of the entire medical industry. Reports from Texas medical schools are alarming. Deferring to DEI policies, some do not set a minimum GPA or MCAT score for admission. Other medical schools are also pulling out of the U.S. News rankings because the rankings favor acceptance rates based on test scores and merit rather than social and racial justice. In 2020, the Department of Biological Sciences at Texas Tech University adopted a DEI motion to require and strongly weigh a diversity statement from all candidates during the hiring process. And Texas Tech even went on to penalize a candidate for embracing race neutrality in teaching. At UT Austin Dell Medical School, first-year students spend less than 20 hours in the classroom, and grading is pass-fail only, all done in the name of equity. These policies are not only insulting to a student's academic achievement, but they are also extremely dangerous. Like I said, a patient on the table doesn't care about the race of the doctor, and the life-threatening brain tumor getting removed doesn't care what color the doctor is either. Of course, this isn't just true of medicine. When we value diversity at the expense of merit, all aspects of society will suffer. Part of the reason I am so firmly against DEI agenda is because I grew up in a time when real racism did exist and when inequality truly was ingrained in our institutions. But because I saw this America firsthand, I can also say that that America is gone. We aren't trying to hide the past, and nobody says our country has always done everything right. But we will say that we were founded on noble ideals and, as people, have continuously worked to live up to them. To say otherwise is insulting to Black Americans who lived under true inequality in the Jim Crow era, and it is insulting to white Americans to suggest that they are still somehow perpetrating this inequality through invisible superstructures today. It is insulting to our nation's history to say that we have not worked to overcome our past mistakes, and above all, it's insulting to the truth itself to paint such a misleading narrative of our national story. I want to close by once again thanking all of you here today for welcoming me to come and share my thoughts with you today. Senate Bill 17 is a great step toward rejecting the entire framework of DEI and restoring us to a country our founding fathers envisioned so many years ago, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.